What's up, everybody? We are back for, I was gonna say the last time, but then that would make it sound like it's my last video on the channel, which it's not. It's not. There's gonna be more videos after this, don't worry, because we still have this, this Lego set, plus there's also gonna be more after that anyway. But
A few moments later.
This is the last review of the the last
that you have
action figure I got for my birthday. This so this is the concluding review of the conclusion review or whatever of all
that you have
the action figures. Well, not all of them. This is going to be a singular review I made.
that
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Leave me alone. But today we are reviewing the GamerVerse Miles Morales upgraded suit style, not the normal upgraded suit. This is the style. This is the style, which I actually do like. Of course, I do prefer the original suit, but since I already have pretty much the classic suit anyway from the comic one that we reviewed in the last video, I'm fine with having a suit style. So let's just break into this box, and yes, I am going to break into it. I'm not keeping it because even though it is the back of the box, it's still damaged anyway, and I mean, it's basically just a normal Marvel Legends box with GamerVerse Spider-Man 2 branding anyway. So, let's get into it. Oh yeah. Who am I, the Kool-Aid Man? I did it again.
Flashback. End of flashback.
But yesterday we were reviewing the Spider-Man 2 GamerVerse Miles Morales upgraded suit style. I am a fan of this suit style. I do like it. Of course, I don't prefer it over the, classic suit or classic upgraded suit, the original version. But this is still a really cool suit. It's made to look like Peter's from what it looks like, because that has the red with the black webs, blue, and all that, So yeah, once again, box is damaged, which means I'm gonna destroy the rest of the box too. Yeah, let's get this open, and if the box wasn't destroyed, I would open it carefully from right here. But, I guess I didn't even destroy it as much as I thought I would. I think I am gonna keep this, though, and set it up for the review. Here we have the figure out. Let's go ahead and... Well, the figure's not technically out yet. We still need to get him out of his prison here. Ooh. That was loud. First impression straight out of the box, I do already really like this figure. This is...
Wow!
It's actually really good. I mean, I expected it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this good. I also do really like these electric hands. Now, I don't have the original upgraded suit figure, but from what I've heard, these hands are not, or like from what I've heard and seen, these hands are not the same as the other electric hands that we've gotten before. Because the other ones on the Miles Morales game figure had like the full hand yellow. I believe that Spider-Man 2 one has blue Venom, so it has the blue Venom strike, so it was like full blue hand. But this, it's not fully covered, and I actually kind of like that. Yeah, it's actually really cool. And of course, the head looks like it would just go on a Peter Parker figure, but of course this figure is a repaint of the upgraded suit figure, which I'm fine with. I've heard that figure is really good, and that this figure, since it's essentially just a repaint, it's also really good. But yeah, I had zoomed in so it was like cool with the background, but I wanna do something even cooler and put his accessories on there with him. Oh yeah, you can still barely even see the hands.
Don't wash them out. Wash the hands.
Yeah, like we always do, we're gonna go over the accessories first, then get a closer look at the figure, and then go over articulation, comparisons. And yeah, let's get straight into it.
It's time for a Miles Morales original, you know?
Now I did go ahead and take these hands off of... Did I say I'd go a hand?
Let that sink in.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. But I did go ahead and take these hands off of the figure to get a closer look at them, and yeah, these are amazing. The lightning, or the electricity or whatever, is really cool. I love the way that it looks. It's in like a translucent yellow plastic, and it's not like a hard material. It's kind of soft, so hopefully it won't limit like wrist hinge articulation, and it also won't break on you super easily, so that's amazing. Yeah, I love these hands. And of course, since it's Spider-Man, he comes with the whipping hands, so that yeah, you can get a closer look at what the hands actually look like without electricity. And I do really like the design on them, the white on the knuckles and on the back of the hands. You can also see some like sculpted indents in there for the web lines on the fingers. Yeah, I like these hands as well. And then we have, of course, some fists, so he can punch people. He has fists so he can punch people. I am also going to go ahead and put these fists on the figure, because the lightning hands are cool, but I feel like they're going to get kind of annoying while I'm trying to show off the figure. So, yeah. And he fell.
It's time for a Miles Morales original, you know?
So yes, once again, this is a repaint of the upgraded suit figure. The head sculpt is very good on this. The texturing is very nice. Looks exactly like, well, what I would... I haven't played the game in a while, so I kind of forgot what the upgraded suit style of this actually looks like in the game. I guess I could look at the back... Oh wait, I destroyed the back of the box.
Flashback. End of flashback.
But yeah, that does look very good. That looks... I mean, it pretty much looks like what Peter's mask looks like in the game. And this is made to... I believe the suit is just made to look like Peter's suit. But in the Miles way. I don't know. And yes, there does seem to be a texture throughout the whole body. He has a lot of sculpted details compared to the comic Miles that we reviewed yesterday, which the only sculpting detail on there was wrinkles on the upper thighs, which this figure does not have. He has like some little panel lines in there. He has whatever this is supposed to be. He has white lines that go from right here from his belly all the way up to his shoulders, down the arms, but they also travel to the back and connect to the spider logo on the back, which is very cool. I've also always been a fan of the Miles Spider-Man logo, where it has that little like extension right there, I guess you could call it. I don't know. there's like that little spot right there makes it look so much cooler, and I don't know why, but it does. You can see his web shooters, which are not painted but still sculpted in there, which I mean, I don't know if they're a different color in the game or not, but and also continuing this dark blue right here, you also have some dark blue points or triangles right here, right above the knees. Oh, and I guess this little thing, this little like belt thing, also goes to the back and points down. The web lines are painted very nicely. There doesn't seem to be any mess ups on my figure at all for that. The eye, however, does have a little bit of black paint missing on the lens, but I mean, if you only see that if you look very closely, so it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, there is that's a closer look, and now let's move on to the articulation. So the head is, the last few figures that we looked at, the head was on a disc hinge, but this head is on a Dumbo joint, so he can look up, not all the way, but he can look up a pretty good amount. Actually, that does seem to be almost all the way, so it's actually really good. And then he looks down also. The butterfly joints, I've heard, have never worked very good, and they still don't seem to work very good. But, I mean, what you do get, the range you can get out of this is, I guess, pretty good. Crossbody, not very much, but yeah. Arms go up to, I would say, right at 90. Biceps swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist hinges, and swivels. Moving to the torso here, he does have an ab crunch. He can crunch a lot, both forward and backwards. Wait.
My back!
Then he has the waist swivel, and then moving to the legs, he can kick up about to that much. Does he have drop down hips? No, he does not have drop down hips. So yeah, he can kick up to there. Thigh swivel, very smooth compared to the mouse figure we reviewed yesterday. I believe it was it that mouse figure, the bombastic bagman, that had very stiff thighs? I think it was the mouse we reviewed yesterday. Then of course he has the double jointed knees, no calf swivel, and then the foot hinges up. Well, maybe. Why is the foot not wanting to? Okay, foot hinges down and possibly up. Dude, now I can't even get it back up to where it was before. There we go. Alright, foot is a bit, I would say, messed up, but yeah. He does not have toe joints, sadly. Don't know why. All Marvel Legends figures should have toe joints, but they don't, sadly, and I guess we'll just have to deal with it. So now let's move on to the comparison.
It's time for a Miles Morales original, you know?
We are going to move this for the comparisons, though, because, yeah, it didn't look as cool as I thought it would. And of course, you already know, I do have to zoom out a little bit for when I compare him to Superman. But of course, first up, you already know it has to, we have to compare him to Mario here. I mean, you don't really see Mario and Spider-Man interact that much, so I mean, I can't really tell if this is accurate or not, but I'm just gonna go with Yes. Here he is next to the McFarlane Toys Deluxe Theatrical Edition Superman. I hope that was cool. Here he is next to the Black Series Revenge of the Sith Commander Cody figure. Here he is next to the Maximum Spider-Man, and they're, of course, around the same height because even though this isn't the game Spider-Man, the GamerVerse Miles Morales, he is, I believe, around 19 or something like that in the second game because he is in college. So he would be more around the same height, unlike the Ultimate Comic Miles Morales, which is, let's just say, very tiny compared to Maximum Spider-Man. He's actually very short compared to him, since he is, based off of more of a teenager Miles Morales. Anyway, but yeah, there is the Maximum and Gamerverse Miles next to each other. Here's next to the Marvel Legends 40th Anniversary Secret Wars line Symbiote Spider-Man, which actually seems to be the tiniest bit shorter than Miles. Hold on, give me 1 second. Is he? No, they're actually, I feel like they're the same height. I don't know. But I was not expecting Symbiote Spider-Man to be the same height as Miles, basically. Here's next to the Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave X-Force Nightcrawler, one of my personal favorite figures in my collection currently. Here he is next to the Bombastic Bagman. Here he is next to the Ultimate, really, Mini Comic Wave series, whatever, mini Comic Wave Ultimate Miles Morales. Well, I guess that works. I was gonna do a prank on you guys and say, aha, you guys thought I was gonna do final thoughts already, but no, we're actually gonna do something a little bit different today, and we still are. You may have noticed that I just decapitated Miles Morales, and that's because we're gonna do a couple of head swaps, and also, I do want to test, and yes, it does not hinder any wrist hinge articulation. The lightning does not hinder at all. You can still get that normal wrist hinge articulation that you would even with these hands. So yeah, now let's get to the head swaps. You may be asking, what head swaps am I going to do? Well, if you would just be patient. Basically, the head swaps that we're going to do is put this head on the Maximum Spider-Man, but we're also going to see if this Miles head fits on this body. I'm guessing it will fit, but I don't know if it's going to look good. I think this head is too small. It's probably not going to look good. Wait, actually, I was going to say, wait, yeah, actually, it kind of does look good, but it kind of also doesn't. I mean, yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like game Miles. Of course, it's supposed to look like comic Miles instead. But I mean, it looks pretty good on the figure. But now, let's get to putting the mask head on the Maximum Spider-Man and see how it looks. Oh, before even putting it on, I can tell that the reds don't match quite as well. Actually, never mind. From far away, you probably won't even tell. But the Miles head is a bit of a lighter red. So I mean, and actually, I don't think you guys are ready for how fire this looks. This actually looks really good. Look at that. The head does sit a little high on the neck, but besides that, though, yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, I guess the head swaps were a success because they both actually look better than I thought they would. Wow. Jesus, dude, it keeps falling over. Every time I unpause, the video keeps falling over. But yes, final thoughts on this figure for real this time. I'm gonna give it, I would say, a 9 out of 10. Reasons why. Okay, reasons why. He doesn't come with wall crawling hands. I did not mention that while looking at the accessories. He doesn't come with wall crawling hands. Which, I mean, a lot of Marvel Legends Spider-Man for some reason don't come with wall crawling hands. Don't ask why. And then, the other Miles figure I have only comes with one. Very weird. Second reason, no toe joints. That's a big one. That's a really big reason. That's why he's knocked down a whole act. That's 0.95. That's 0.85 of the points of why he's knocked down. And then reason number 3, butterfly joints barely work. Okay, I would love for these butterfly joints to work more, but sadly they don't. I don't know what I was going to say after that. Anyway, but yes, that's what I think of this figure. Let me know what you guys think of this figure down in the comments below. Be kind, be respectful, have a great day. I will see you all in the next video where we build this. Bye-bye.